Today we're going to take a look at the most important accessory you can purchase for your generator, a trickle charger. We're going to open this one up I got from Harbor Freight. It's a little better than some of them. We're going to see what comes in the box. We're going to do a review on this, and if you know how to use a screwdriver, I'm going to show you how to install a trickle charger on a generator. In this case, okay, so let's open it up, see what we get. All right, handy dandy owner's manual. Set of alligator clips, which come with a quick connect, disconnect right there. We also get some cardboard. Here is the nice heavy duty trickle charger slash 4 amp battery charger. Comes with a nice long cord on one side and a nice long disconnect on the other. And last but not least, your permanent install ring terminal clips for installing it on a generator. It's got an inline fuse there, just like that. 2 ring terminals like that. And, oh, I like the dust cover. There is your disconnect. So it's 6 inches by 3 inches, weighs just over a pound. It honestly feels fairly light. It's smart enough that it will both charge a battery from dead, which most trickle charger slash battery maintainers won't do, but it also shuts itself down into maintenance mode once the battery gets full to charge. So you don't have to worry about overcharging a battery, a boil off, a fire, anything like that. It has a nice little LCD screen right there that will tell you the level of the battery, the level of the charge. Unlike most of the cheaper ones, just have a red and green LED light that you need to kind of get in and figure out whether it works or not. Good for 6 or 12 volt batteries. Good for standard AGM gel batteries. Make sure you keep an extra one of those fuses on hand, or a couple. I've yet to blow one. Let's show you how long this is right here so you get an idea. These are good because you want a nice long cord on these. I mean, you can plug them into an extension cord, but it's one more thing to fall apart. So you got, I'd say, about 5 feet on the quick connect side. And we have, whoops, about 7 feet on the plug in the wall side. That's plenty to kind of roll your generator around. One thing you're going to notice is it's good to have a nice long cord. This is way longer than the cheaper Amazon one I have on my Furman generator. What I like about these, let me show you. So up close, like I said, that's the ring terminal, and that connects to, this is how they connect permanently slash temporarily. If you need to remove the charger, you leave this wire on the generator, unplug this here, and then use the alligator clips to go temporarily charge something else. It's a really nice setup. It also has a cold weather winter mode, which I haven't heard of before. Supposedly it will work better in cold weather. Something I haven't mentioned in my previous videos on trickle chargers is if you're going to run your generator, make sure you unplug your trickle charger first. I've been asked that a few times. I should have specified. The main reason is a lot of newer generators have a charging circuit built in so that if it's running, it's going to be charging the battery, and you don't want 2 sources of charge coming into the battery at the same time. But just make sure you plug it back in when you are done. So you might say, Tim, why in the world do I need a trickle charger? Especially if mine has a charging circuit built in. Well, 2 reasons. First, if you're doing what you're supposed to and you're running your generator on a regular basis every 2 to 3 months, you're going to be running that battery down. Now, most people are going to run it for 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, not usually enough to really top off that battery. Number 2, a battery that just sits there tends to go dead over time. The easiest way to start a generator, of course, is the push button or the turn the key electronic ignition. Ever tried to start any generator with a pull start, especially one of those big beefy ones? You're not going to want to do it. And typically when you're trying to do that, the weather's really bad as well. So keep a trickle charger on there. That means that whether it's you or your wife or your kid that needs to start that generator in inclement weather, you're going to be able to turn that key or push that button and not have to give yourself a serious case of tennis elbow. A lot of people get overwhelmed trying to install these. They think it's going to be some big secret kind of thing to do, and they're not difficult. They're not intimidating. So let's zoom you in. I'm going to show you how we're going to install this permanently on the Predator 3500 from Harbor Freight. We have our trickle charger. We have our permanent install ring terminal adapters, and we got this one really complicated tool called a Phillips screwdriver. So on this one, you need to find where your battery is. On the Predator, it's right behind this little panel right here. So we're just going to back that screw off, and it won't come all the way off because it's set to stay in there. That's it. See that? Just like that. That falls off. Okay, now here's the most complicated part. See this rubber tab right here? You're going to pull down on that, and it's going to release this metal clip right there. Ready? That's it. Okay? Now, the next step, you're going to put your hands on the battery and you're going to wiggle it out. Just like that. So in theory, we're going to try to keep that right into place. We're going to grab the ring terminal here. It's probably going to want to jump off because it's on a bit of an angle from the generator itself. We're going to throw this guy on under that. And we're just going to pop him back down. So now we have 2 ring terminals in there. One that came with it. And now, just going to tighten that back down. We're going to back that screw off, just like that. So that's it. This guy goes right here. And then we're going to go right back down. Sorry, I got a block there just to hold it. That's it, just like that. And I know that seems so complicated. Put your battery cap covers back on the best you can. You're going to tuck the battery back in like that. What I like to do, honestly, is tuck in as much of this as I can. I don't want a long cord sticking out. Okay, so we got the battery in. We're going to pull this guy back down, feed that up like that. I'm going to put this back on. Now, you could modify this plastic case a little bit if you really felt the need to, so that you could make a little kind of divot right there for the wire to come out. But this is where she hooks up, just like this. Okay, so this is the most important part of a trickle charger. So always make sure you plug it in. Simple as that. Look at that, nice little backlit LED. I don't know if you can see how backlit that is. Let's do the, oh yeah. So what do we got? 13.2 volts, 12 volt AGM. And you can see where it's starting to charge. 13.4. See if I can get it in there so you can read that. There you go, how's that? That's it. I love me a little LCD display that gives me some information so I know it's actually doing something. This is way more reassuring than a solid little or blinking little green LED. All right, so I hope that helps. That's a pretty good product. For $29.99 on sale, $39.99 regular. I like that this doubles as an actual battery charger as opposed to most of the trickle chargers are just strictly a battery maintainer, but this is actually a charger and a maintainer. So if you've stuck around this long to the end of the video, then that means, hey, I made this video for you. So hit the subscribe button, stick around. You get all kinds of more great content just like this. Also, if you're still a little uncomfortable with installing a trickle charger or you have a different model, check out this video right here where I installed one on my Furman tri-fuel generator. And as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.